Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a long time and I can already maybe imagine what you're saying. You're probably asking like, where have you been? What's been happening? Or maybe you just don't care. But anyways, I just wanted to say like, it has been a long time, and during this whole time that so many things have been happening, I really do hope that you guys have been okay. And I will say one thing, or maybe more than one thing to you guys. I have been able to experience a lot of things during these past few time really that has passed, and I think that you can just hear people left and right, and I don't know where you guys find yourselves right now, and maybe you lost a loved one, and I will say that I have been there, and it hasn't been easy. It's been hard, and it's challenging, and I would have never thought that things that are happening right now would be happening, and I'm sure you guys feel the exact same way. But one thing that I just feel like and believe that God is like really for myself, that I had started to remember that there was a time for me in which I was praying to God for something in my life that I wanted to just change. And I don't just mean like me, myself, mentally, or like the person that I was. What I mean is that there was something in my life that I wanted to get out of, and it was my job that I used to work at. And so it's crazy because I had prayed to God about that job, and I felt like, whoa, I got this job. But during the time that I was there, a lot of things happen, like any job, you're gonna have problems, and you're gonna have your goods and your downs, whatever. But I really felt like that job was stressing me out. I felt like that job was tying me down, and I felt like, if you've ever been somewhere, or just, I'm sure it happens to you guys, where you just feel, I need something new, or this is already the end of it. And for me, that was it for me. And so I don't know if you guys have ever prayed about something, or to God for something, right? And asked him to take something away that you don't want, or to just help you to replace it. And I will admit to you guys that it's gonna be different for everybody. And maybe you've prayed for something, and crazy that it would be that it just happens within the next hour. Or maybe you're a type of person in which you pray for something and you feel like it doesn't get answered till like next year. Well, I want to just share with you guys, like, for me, I actually, when I was trying to get out of the job that I was in, there were so many things that during the time that I was waiting, in my waiting period, and like praying to God about it to get me out, so many things were getting thrown at me, to the point where I just wanted to leave, like walk out of the door during my shift and say, whatever to these people, like, and I think through that, like, I was able to learn and to be strong and say, like, this is happening for a reason. Like, I am asking God to do something for me, and I would lie to you. I would lie and say that I'm so perfect, that I just stayed so obedient the whole time and was very patient and very calm to God. Because no, there was times in which I felt like, God, do you hear me? Like, what's happening? Because I'm still in this job, and I haven't been getting any callbacks from other jobs. I haven't seen anything that I want for myself. What is happening? And I feel like during that time that was happening to me, I didn't understand it. But in the back of my mind, it's like I knew that there was a reason for it. And I knew, God's up to something, even when I feel like he's not. And so I don't know where you find yourself right now, but I'm here to tell you guys, like, wherever it is that you find yourself, whatever it is that you're praying for in your life and it's not happening, you're not seeing it, you need to be patient with God, because he is working in your life. And you may think, Bianca, how can you say that to me? Like, I don't see anything happening, I don't see anything changing. But truly, have you ever thought and asked yourself, maybe through that, maybe through the patience that you're waiting for, like maybe through that time, God is actually working inside of you, so that maybe when you get your next job, or whatever it is that you're asking and praying God for, so that you won't take it for granted, so that you won't ruin what he has for you. Maybe there's a few things that you still need to be learning. Maybe there's a few things that you still need to grow within wherever you are in life. And so I just want to tell you all that, because I have, during that time where I was just like, I need a new job, there was times where things were actually appearing for a certain time, like job opportunities. And let me tell you this, like, one thing is knowing like you're praying for something that you like then get like a callback or whatever it is that you're praying for, because I don't know what it is, but then you feel like, wait, is this it? And that's where you really do need to put it to the test and say, you know what, God, if this is what you want for me, if this certain thing that is being presented to you, maybe it feels like it's going to be a baggage on you, then maybe it's not from God. Maybe what you need to do during that time is truly not, and like I can just tell you, give it all to God. Like, I can say all that, but then some of y'all might ask, well, what does that mean? How do I give it to God? And when I say that, I don't mean go to your room, spend 5 hours in your room praying on your knees, reading the Bible for 3 hours, because to tell you the truth, I don't do that. Being a Christian doesn't mean that you have to do all these things and do them for a long time, like, and it's really what you feel, what you believe, obviously with God's guidance in it. And maybe, I don't know who right now is praying for something in your life in which you feel like nothing is happening. I'm going to share with you these two verses. Isaiah 41:13 says, "For I am the Lord your God who holds your right hand, who says to you, do not fear, I will help you." Maybe you feel helpless right now, and maybe you feel like you're alone, but I'm here to remind you, you're not alone. God is with you in whatever it is that you are doing right now in life, whatever has happened to you this past time. Another verse is Joshua 1:9, and it says, "Haven't I commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." So wherever it is, if you're including God in your life and not just going to Him when you need Him or when you want something, if you really are including Him in your daily walk, He's always going to be with you. And I can't just say that in a way to say like, oh, He's not with anybody else because they're not. No, that's not what I mean. And I just really believe that whatever it is that you're praying for a breakthrough right now, I do pray that you guys get the guidance and to know like whatever it is that happens, because there's going to be things that may try to come into your life that are your answered prayers, but in reality some of them are not. And that's a whole different like topic to go on to, but I do want to share that with you guys, because I have felt to the point where it's like, is God ignoring me? Like during the time where I wanted something to happen in my life, I felt like, God, are you ignoring me because I'm asking for this and I haven't received it? Another thing was like, I felt like, does God care about me? And I asked that knowing like, okay, that's kind of like a dumb question. Obviously He cares about me. And the other question was just like, am I not important to Him? Because sometimes you feel like that. Sometimes when you're trying to ask somebody a question, or when you're praying to God really and you want this in your life and it's not happening, it's like, God, what's happening? Like, I'm still in this place, or I'm still with whatever it is that you're dealing with. So that's all that I have for today, and I hope that this video does help you all, and God bless you.